What's going on? Welcome back to Beyond Macros. What I wanted to talk about today was the concept of eating more. So I don't just mean randomly eating more, I mean strategically eating more. And really the concept of eating as much as you can instead of the concept of eating as little as you can. So everyone always tries to eat less. They try to work out more. I don't care what your goals are. That's pretty much what everyone tries to do. They try to do more in the gym. They try to do more miles on the road. They try to eat less food to be as lean as possible or as light as possible. But really, your goal should be, no matter if your goals are fat loss or if your goals are performance based, your goal should be to eat as much as possible, not as little as possible. So even if you have a fat loss goal, let's say you're trying to drop 10 pounds or 5 pounds even, but we'll go with 10 pounds. You're trying to drop 10 pounds. Well, scientifically speaking, you need to eat 3,500 calories in a deficit per week to lose 1 pound of fat. So that's 500 calories per day of a deficit. But we don't really know what our bodies exactly are burning each day unless we go to a lab and get a superficial test done. And then still we don't know what our bodies are burning each day because your days fluctuate. So what a calculator tells you is your calories probably isn't your calories. The best way to tell what your calories is to track your macros and then assess based on that. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But that being said, you might be able to lose 1 pound of fat per week in a 300 calorie deficit. So if you're eating in that 500 calorie deficit, you're literally harming yourself, causing quicker metabolic adaptations. That simply just means causing your metabolism to slow down more quickly. And then as you cut down, eventually you run out of calories that you can cut from. Then from a performance standpoint, if you have strictly performance-based goals, if the more food you can give your body, the more energy you have to perform. So let's say you're a runner. If you're eating 2,000 calories and then you give yourself 2,200 calories without gaining weight, you're going to perform better in your runs. If you're just someone who works out at the gym, let's say you're a CrossFitter, and you just want to get stronger in your workouts. If you're eating that 2,000 calories, then you can then eat 2,200 calories again without gaining fat. You're going to have stronger lifts, better workout times. You're going to have more energy throughout the day. So your goal should always be to maximize the amount of food that you ingest, the amount of food that you give yourself, because food equals energy. That's really all it is at the end of the day. I really don't like to look at it like that, but that's really what it is. Food is energy. So if you can give yourself more energy, you'll then be able to put out more energy. So how can you apply this? The simplest way you can apply this, if you don't want to track and you just want to jump right in, best way to do this is to track your intake for 3 to 7 days. Make sure you include a weekend day in there because you exercise differently, or maybe not at all on the weekends, and you eat differently on the weekends. But see what you're at. And you got to weigh yourself these days as well. So you track your nutrients, track your calories, track your weight. And then based on what happens with your weight, you can determine how above, equal, or under your calories you are. So for instance, real quick, say you track for 7 days and you ate, we'll just say 2,000 calories, and your weight stayed the same. That means you're eating at maintenance. Say you tracked and you lost a pound. That means you're in a 500 calorie deficit. You lost a pound. If you gained a pound in those 7 days, well, that could be, again, this could all be water fluctuation. That's a whole nother topic. But that means you're in a surplus. You're eating 5,000 calories or so extra. So that's how you can figure it out right there. And then the quicker way you can do this, less accurate because everyone's nutrients are different. If I put myself in a generic online calorie calculator, it would have me eating, being very underfed. I have a faster metabolism. I exercise a lot. If I put myself in an online calculator, I would certainly not be eating enough. Anyways, just go to any online calculator. Real quick, I do have one if you go to my Instagram. I think it's in my bio. If it's not in my bio, just DM me or comment on one of my posts, say calculator or calc, and I'll send it to you. I don't know when you're listening to this, so it might not be in my bio anymore. But any calculator online, and input your information. Make sure it's one that you can input a good bit of information like your exercise expenditure, and that will spit out what they think you should be eating every day. Now, if you find you are eating wildly more than what that says and you're not gaining weight, that's fine. If you find out you're eating wildly less than that says and you're not losing weight, now you might be metabolically adapted, and I'll make another video talking about that. But basically, the whole point of this video was to get you to start thinking about eating as much as possible instead of eating as little as possible.